Thanks to modern medicine, diseases that were once incurable are now able to be treated. But wind the clock back to the early 1900s and contracting the plague was a death sentence. In 1905, the disease known as the Black Death broke out in Maryborough.
Very quick incubation period, so hence the quickness of people developing it and dying until it was known.
But it's believed the outbreak was able to be contained because of the heroic efforts of 3 local nurses. 2 tragically lost their own lives fighting to save others who had caught the devastating disease.
Cecilia Bauer and Rose Adelaide Wiles, and both of those ladies died looking after victims who had pneumonic plague. Now, it hadn't been identified as that at the time, so they didn't know what they were dealing with. They isolated the victims, thank goodness, in the hospitals as best they could, or else perhaps the whole city of Maryborough might have come down.
More than 100 years on, and their sacrifice has never been forgotten. Their stories now featured in a book series called Grave Tales.
We've sort of made it our mission, and this is our 4th book now, to try and find interesting tales, or as we say, tales of ordinary people caught up in extraordinary events.
The latest instalment, Grave Tales Bruce Highway, captures the forgotten stories of the past. Co-authors Helen Goltz and Chris Adams have been travelling all over the state, visiting the regional communities where these short stories are based.
Bruce Highway, going from Sunshine Coast to Cooktown, is littered with interesting tales.
These passionate storytellers hope the book will be used in schools as an educational tool.
Rudyard Kipling wrote, "If you tell history in the form of stories, it will never be forgotten." And that's the quote that we have on the front of the book, of all the books, and we hope that that becomes the case, that they do get into schools.
Tyquin, Win News.